This is Vaughn with Sweet Rocks Crystal Healing here. And this is my next episode of my drive and talk. Honestly, I don't remember which one I'm on right now. I think it's 13. I don't know. But kind of reminder to my audience, my drive and talks. I go on these long drives, especially when I'm exchanging parent time with my little one. She's in the car. I'm taking her back to her mom's. And I kind of share updates of where I'm at in my sovereignty, my journey, my experiences, my opinions. Mind you, they're all my opinions. They're all my beliefs, and I don't want to ever force any of that onto anybody. So if it doesn't resonate with you, cool. Be happy you disagree, because I will be happy to disagree too. But I share these videos because my hopes is to reach out to those that are trying. They see through the illusions, they see through the deceptions, and they want to take back their powers. And so the objective of what I do with this page originally started as all about crystal healing and everything crystals. What I found is that my real power, my real superpower, is just speaking my truth. I didn't realize how profound it was until I started actually looking at the big scope of the people that I've influenced and touched and inspired and helped in a way. Now, my main medium, it is crystals, and it is crystal jewelry, and I am very knowledgeable, and I do practice a lot of crystal healing within my home. I practice a lot of it, and it's amazing how my crystals have helped me become the person that I am, and have helped me to evolve into the person I want to be, and they've also helped me create my sovereignty. And that's the real power of these companions, as I like to call them, is that they are our allies. They help us, they guide us, they resonate in frequencies that our body and our soul recognize, and maybe our mind does not, but our body does. And so what's amazing is what people are attracted to in my work. You know, a lot of people don't know why they really like a specific crystal or a stone. And once I start explaining how it will help them, it's amazing how parallel it is exactly what they are looking for in their life. And a crystal or a stone, as simple and insignificant as one might think, our body knows what's in them. Our body knows and recognizes the frequencies. And our body, like a battery, is always being depleted. So we always got to boost it up. And crystals, and even salts. Salts are crystals. Our bodies are like salt batteries. And the elements in the salts that make up and compose our body, that our body needs for optimum health, are also found in these crystals. So based on vibration, energy, and frequency, our body knows exactly what it needs. And that's why I believe what I do. So I'm on my way back. I'm taking my little one back to her mother. Honestly, it's my least favorite drive each month is when I have to take my little one back. A lot of it's because I wouldn't say I'm triggered by her. I just know the person that's behind the mask. And I see the darkness and the trauma and the misery that she carries, and I feel it. Working with my crystals, working on my inner self, working on preserving my energy. I have come a long way to not allow my energy to be leached, siphoned, or harmed by this person. And in a way, it gives me, the courage that I need to face her each time. It gives me the strength I need to keep a smile on my face and do what's best for my little one. Now, it's hard for me to do that because there's never been an apology for how I have been treated. There's never been an apology. There's never been a change of heart. It just keeps happening. And it keeps being projected, and it keeps coming at me with the intent to harm me. And I don't like being around people like that. I just don't. But I'll do what I have to be a part of my little child's life. Because I know the importance and the role that I have in her life, and as she grows and becomes sovereign in this world at this time right now. And I'm blessed that I get to be a part of that. For my journey, I've been documenting everything. Because one day, my little girl is going to want to know what happened. Because she's going to know in her heart who I am. And she's going to see the contradictions that are being told about me in other places. And she's going to question, why are these people saying this and only these people are saying this and everyone else says different? There'll come a time where she'll want to really know. And because I've been documenting and recording every bit of my experiences, the good, the bad, the misery, all of it, when the time comes, she will have everything she needs to know. And it's not just my word, it's not what I speak, it's not what I say. Because I've written it down, because I've blogged it, I've audio blogged it, I've taken pictures, I've got all the memories of the good times that we had in the creation of my child. I've kept all of it, and it's painful. It's painful to have that. But I know that one day, she's going to come to me and ask, and I'll get to share with her how it began. And I'll get to share with you how it changed. And in a way, that helps her along in her journey. It helps her understand that both of us are trying to do what's best by her. And it's amazing. So in the last couple weeks, being completely sovereign, working for myself, doing my own thing, I had a very, very wild astral dream. I don't even know how to explain it. It was so lucid, it was as if I was really there. I won't go into great detail because there is an inspiration for my next talisman for myself, for my personal growth, my sovereignty, that kind of unfolded in this dream based on the symbology and the metaphors that had unfolded within the context of the dream. And I'll tell about that dream once that talisman's made, so you can understand the importance of the creations that I make for myself. I'll share that journey. But right now, what came to me in it is that my real superpower is me just speaking to you guys. It's not easy coming into sovereignty. It's not easy breaking away from the matrix system. It's not easy taking ownership of your own power, especially when you have so many forces working against you. My dream revealed to me, though, that the direction that I'm going and my alignment within my heart and what I believe and my passions and my integrity and authenticity to help another, my dream did reveal to me that I'm on the right path. It did reveal to me that I am now ready to receive the overflow of abundance financially that I need to support my crystal healing business, so that my reach can go even farther than it has today. What was interesting about all of this is that my dream also revealed to me how important it is that I share my journey. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've withheld a lot of the negative parts, the behind the scenes stuff, the struggle. And it was made very clear in my journey that it's important I also shed light on that too. Because every video that I create, it's one take. I don't rehearse it, I don't script it, I have no plan, I just have a thought, I kind of dwell on it for a minute, and then I start speaking. That's how my content comes to be. I don't want to overcomplicate it more than it is. I am me, I am who I am. And I have no shame in that at all. Sometimes I say things that will rub people wrong, and that's okay, I don't mean anything by that. But it is important that I establish a boundary or a line or a belief that's being crossed, that's violating what I am. And with respect, I return. And that's the thing, is that we're coming into a time where it's okay to have differences, and it's okay to still accept somebody because we have differences. It's okay to respect another because we don't see eye to eye. And we're in this time where people are afraid to talk to anybody about anything. People are afraid to be confronted about something that they're doing that causes someone else grief. People are afraid of that. And that time's got to stop, because we're going to get to this point where we can communicate telepathically, which means there is no veil of hiding anything. Our empathic nature that is within us, that's in everybody's DNA, will be able to feel other people very intimately, and there is no hiding from that. Which, in a way, the only way we can master that is by becoming our authentic selves. And knowing that nothing gets hidden within our thoughts, because we're creating our reality and it's instantaneous, it brings us more peace, and it brings us more courage, in my opinion. There's a lot of things that come of it, and I won't go too much into it, because that's not the point of this video. But the last 2 weeks it's been a lot of fun. Like, I really have had a great time with my child. I've had her all 14 days. Actually more, I've had her 18 days. No, 17 days. Okay. Yeah, because I picked her up Friday and I'm taking her out Sundays. It was 3 days, so yeah, 18 days. It's been amazing being a part of her from the time she wakes up, time to go to bed. She's my little buddy. I absolutely love it. She's so cute. She's learning more about the Pokemon, which is one of my favorite things that I like. That's my inner child. When Pokemon comes out, my inner child wakens up and it's like, ooh, I want to play. And so together we play a lot of Pokemon. And it's cute. It's cool that I get to teach her and educate her about all the different types of Pokemon and their abilities and their strengths and their weaknesses and their evolutions. It's super cool. Opening up her mind of pure wonder and amazement in a way that I know how to. It's absolutely incredible to be a part of that. We've done lots of arts and crafts, because that's what my house is about creating. So we do a lot of creation. But the side I don't like talking about is, well, my productivity with my business sucks. And I find it very hard, because my daughter's so dang cute, I find it very hard to stay focused. Because I want to go outside and play. I want to do fun things. I want to be involved as much as I can. And behind the scenes, when I have her, I don't create a lot. I don't make a lot of content, I find. I try to make my posts regularly, but because my attention's always being broke, like my focus is always being broken by, Dad, look at this, Dad, look at this. It's got its struggles. Now, I wouldn't change any of this for the world. None of this motivates me to want to go back into a matrix job. None of this wants to, no, I like where I'm at. I like this journey. However, this month, my first month into sovereignty, my momentum kind of plummeted. But as I'm learning through the spiritual community, this time of stillness, this time of slowness, this time of just the lull, and every business deals with this, but I've also been dealing with the heaviness of what's been happening with the Schumann resonance, and what's been happening with astrology, what's been happening with the moon, and what's been happening with the shit that keeps spraying in the sky. Like, oh my gosh, I had bright blue sunny skies, and now it's just gray haze again. Oh, and right before that, there are crisscrossing X lines all over the sky, and now I can't even see the sun. It's been very hard this month to stay focused. And when I feel the heaviness, I feel depressed. I feel just not really myself. Which is fine. When that time happens, what I have to do, and the only thing I can do really, because I can't control what's outside of me, what I end up doing is start breathing a lot, start meditating a lot, start getting inward, going inward more, and connecting with myself. And sometimes I'll spend hours on end doing this because I just still feel heavy. I still feel yucky. And in a way, this whole month kind of like killed my ambition and motivation to work, which was really hard. I did create a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be delivering my little sister's birthday gift I've been making, and after I deliver it, I will post up everything I created for it because it's absolutely stunning and beautiful. But it's not easy coming into your sovereignty, especially when I just started. My business is brand new. It's rough around the edges. I'm not polished by any means. But my intention, my belief, my passion, my craftsmanship, that's real. That's where the real magic is. The outside, it looks like it's a beat-up old home or beat-up old farm, or just worn down, like a hot rod. Like a hot rod that looks like a rust bucket. But the second the engine fires up, it's like, holy cow, that's a beast. It's like, and the second you pop the hood, you're like, holy cow, there's some real potential here. But it looks like crap on the outside, so it's a little misleading. And I feel like the start of my business is kind of parallel to that, where I'm not polished, I'm not refined, I'm still figuring things out. I don't even know how to run a website, to be honest with you. I'm learning as I go. And I don't know how to do my YouTube properly. I'm learning as I go. I don't know how to run my Facebook social medias, how to get into algorithms, so I'm learning as I go. And it's rough. It's rocky as crap. It ain't polished by any means. It's like comparing a piece of Chateauquite or turquoise. When you find it in its raw form, it just looks like a blue rock. But the second that you carve it down, you polish it off, you smooth it out, you work out all the rough edges, the turquoise of the Chateauquite becomes one of the most incredible, mesmerizing, and spiritually powerful stones that you could possibly have for yourself. And that's kind of like where my business is at right now. It's in the rough, rocky stages. I'm still polishing. I'm still carving and chipping away at things. Now that I'm a month into this, I realize I probably wasn't ready to do it. But for some reason, the divine said that it needed to happen this way. And I'm trusting, 100% trusting. This month I did not make the money that I had hoped. I did not create the momentum that I had hoped. I did not do what I had hoped and set my goals to this month. I wasn't even close. And I think this month, luckily I had enough kind of on the back end to kind of keep me afloat this month, but I'm getting to a point where I'm like starting to pinch for pennies. And what I brought in was, for this month, was like about $1,200. I set a goal to make $5,000. I put it in writing, I did my affirmation, I did all the things. And I only brought in $1,200. I wasn't even close to the bar. I didn't even make it. But in a way, and I hate admitting it, but I had what I needed to provide for my family. I had food on the table. I had fuel in my car. My car is operating fine. I still have a home over my head. I still got electricity, still got power. But this month, being as tough as it has been, I've had to put off essential bills, my power bill, my gas bill, my rent I'm a little behind on. I'm still don't even have that full amount I need. So it's like, dang, I gotta step up my game. But for me in my journey, this is a part of my sovereignty. This hardship that I've kind of been going through is really challenging me to trust in the divine, in the process, in the method, to stay true and faithful and steadfast along in my journey. And it's not easy to admit that I'm not doing so good. It's not easy admitting that I need freaking help. But it's very humbling to take ownership and accountability of that part of my journey. The rough part. It's very humbling to accept that it's okay to fail. It's okay to not meet your goals. It's okay to let some things go if you have to. The people that I'm a part of in the Step Into Your Power community always manage to post things and say things and mention things and talk about things that align with exactly where I'm at right now in my journey. And every single time I plug in, I mean it's like multiple times a day, but every single time I plug in, I'm resonating with something else that helps me get through this doubt that I'm trying to dissolve within me. The lack of abundance that is a deeply rooted one. Like, I grew up in a home where there's a lot of lack, and I'm breaking that ancestral bond to it. And it's a lot harder than I had expected. It's a lot harder than I realized. I'm pretty outgoing. I got the tools that I need. I have the will and the desire and the crave to get somewhere. But this month, it was very tough. It's hard. I don't like... one of my biggest fears, and this came out in a tarot reading, my biggest fear is failure. And actually, that's my second biggest fear. My number one major fear is hearing my mom say, "I told you so." Should have listened to me. And I thought for sure I wouldn't have to come to that. I was just like, I'm just going to keep this momentum going. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to make it happen. And my very fear that came out in a tarot reading several months ago, my first tarot reading, was that fear of failure. And here I am at the end of the month. I did not meet my goals. My old self would say I failed. I need to give up. I need to stop doing this. I need to go back. And a lot of those doubts keep telling me I need to go get a job, need to get a job, need to get a job. But there's just that inner child in me keeps saying, man, keep going, dude. Keep going. Keep trying. It's gonna work out if you keep on this path. And it's fucking hard to take ownership of all of that. To carry that weight of getting behind, just all of that. It's hard to let all of that go, to stay focused and driven on my passions. It's hard to, when you have the whole matrix trying to come down on you to suck you back in. It's hard. It's just hard. I don't know how else to explain it without going into too much detail. But I've struggled. I'm struggling this month. Honey Golden, she's a part of this community. She's very influential. She's one of the guardians in there, right next to Tommy Truthful and brother Jimmy Schwinn. They're like a trio, a trifecta, a trinity, a powerhouse of spiritual, awakened, and enlightened people to help others, to really guide them along. And Honey's been a huge... Everything she puts out is exactly what I need to hear. It's amazing. Everything Tommy puts out, everything Jimmy puts out, all their content, it's exactly what I need to hear right now. So I'll give a little bit of a spoiler. But Honey Golden asked me to be on one of her shows next month. Once the details are set more concrete and I have stuff to share, I'll definitely share it. But we're doing a video about the creation and creating our reality through our creations, our art. And I get to be on her show showing what I do. I get to craft to all of her followers. And to me, that's incredible. People get to see what I do. My creations aren't easy and they take a lot of time. Sometimes I only get to make one piece because of the detail that goes into it. I channel so much energy and love into every creation I make. Sometimes I only get to make one. And that's assuming my hands want to work for me. But I'm learning how to, maximize my output for input in. So I've had to simplify my process a lot, make a lot more simpler things, and I've been working on a bunch on the end. I haven't posted much yet because Valentine's Day is coming up. So once my daughter's back to her mom's, I got 2 weeks to get ready for Valentine's. And this coming week, I've got a lot more stuff getting uploaded onto my website. But I was so excited when Honey Golden reached out to me and said, hey, I'd like to bring you on. And I'm like, oh man, I would love that. It was so amazing because let me tell you, I haven't actually had a chance to talk directly to Honey Golden at all. But she's the most beautiful kindred soul. And I love Richard when he says honey bunny. Oh my gosh, that cracks me up every time. My honey bunny, I love you so much. Oh, it's so funny. I love it. But she really is. She's the most genuine, beautiful, non-judgmental person I have ever met. I absolutely love that woman. And she's helped me find the courage to do what I'm doing. She really has helped me in so many ways, more than I think she even realizes how profound her influence has been for me in my life. Tommy Truthful, he's like a brother to me. I really feel like I've known Tommy in other lifetimes. And he's also given me an invitation to come on to one of his shows with his Truth Mafia TV. And I'm so blessed. I didn't think at any point in my life, at the beginning when I started this, I didn't think any of this would happen. I certainly didn't think I'd start a YouTube. But because of my faith and my steadfast and my willingness to go through it all, go through the fires of this, to share with my audience that it ain't easy, but it's doable, it's possible. It's possible. To stick to what you believe in. Stick to your word. Stand your ground. Remain grounded. And grow spiritually. Develop that empathy you need to love one another. Because without this, I would have not been offered any kind of opportunity like this. I would have not connected with the people that I have. I would have not had the chance to be part of such an amazing, open-minded, non-biased community. I would have never had this opportunity, ever. And so when I reflect back on when I started this to where I'm at now, I still have high hopes for where I'm going. I still see the vision. It's still there. I still see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it almost seems like this tunnel's got mirrors and it's guided me every which way. So it's like, oh, where am I going? But I still see the light, This is my update, my sovereignty update. I don't like talking about my struggles in that way, about me failing. And I don't really think I failed, honestly. Truly, I don't believe I failed, but I definitely didn't meet any of the goals that I had set out for this month. I wasn't even close. For next month, I have a feeling that momentum's going to get up there. I'm going to reset my goals again, redo my rituals, redo my affirmations, redo what I need to so that I can attract it into me again. I'm going to try again. I'm just going to keep going. But the universe has always managed to provide exactly what I need right now to get me by just enough until this ball gets rolling. It's like that snowball effect. That ball is really small and it's going. It's not moving very fast, but it's building. It's building momentum. It's sticking. But pretty soon it's going to become an avalanche. And it's going to be amazing what I can do when I finally achieve that overflow of financial abundance to do more great things in this world. And this dream that I had revealed to me that I am worthy of that now. That I no longer am searching for spirituality. I realize now I have the tools that I need to get there. As rough and unpolished as I am now, which by the way in crystal world, your rough and unpolished ones are your most potent. That's where I'm at right now. Is maintaining that. Being my authentic, sovereign self. Working through love, working through kindness, and trusting in the divine. I can't see the future. I'm unable, and that's okay with me. I like the excitement of not knowing what's coming. Kind of keeps things exciting. But if you haven't done it yet, guys, go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's share this message. I'm coming into Utah, about ready to exchange my daughter, and I'm going to have to cut this one off. But thank you for sitting through this with me, but this is my sovereignty update. This is where I'm at in my life. This is what I'm doing in my life. It's not easy. And honestly, I didn't want to tell this story, but my dream was very clear that I need to share this with my audience because this is my power. This journey that I'm bringing you guys along with is really the backbone to everything that I'm going to be doing. Because I'm a creator. I create everything in my world. And that's it. Everything. I want to build it all. From my heart, from my home, to my farm, to my gardens, to my orchard, to my bee farms, to my honey farms, to my crystal business, to my jewelry. Everything I want to make for myself. And that's what I desire. I got the drive to do it. I got the strength to do it. I got the will to do it. So thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day. I appreciate every single one of you that have supported me along in the way. I appreciate all of what's been provided for me, and I am so abundantly grateful to be a part of this amazing movement to changing the earth into something beautiful and amazing. Thank you so much for allowing me to be in your home. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your life. I am eternally grateful and humbled to share this message with you today. So thank you so much for being the kind light that I need to motivate me to keep going on in my journey, to keep going on this progress. You guys are holding me accountable, really. Watching me, seeing what's next, seeing what's coming up, you know. And I felt it fair that you guys also know that I'm struggling just like you guys. There's struggles that come with it. It's just how it is. But it is what it is. So have a great day, guys. We'll talk to you later. I love you all. We'll see you next time. Bye.